I remember
Part 12. Nashville, Arkansas.
I can't talk about that WKRP on your recording.
Why not?
Whenever Johnny gets in Les's head about Jennifer.
No. He did it to Herb, not Les. He did it to Herb.
Oh, I was saying Herb. I meant Herb. Yeah.
Yes,
he got
that.
Herb's
Oh,
head
I
back
remember
in.
that scene. If you find that scene, it's so hilarious.
Yeah, that was just the look on Herb's face. Oh, you're kidding me, right?
And Johnny plays it so straight.
Yeah, and Johnny
Brilliant.
plays it so straight. Yeah, he just puts that little bit of doubt in Herb's head, and then Herb's like,
nah.
and you can see he was such a great actor.
You can see the gears turning in his head.
Yeah, you could see him just thinking and thinking and thinking. That was awesome.
Oh, that was great. The one where they tell the story about how Venus got his start was really good, too.
I vaguely remember that one.
Yeah, because Venus was because Andy just pretty much conned Mama Carlson into hiring him.
Right. Of course, still, I think undoubtedly the single greatest episode of WKRP ever is
Turkey Drop.
the Thanksgiving episode. Yeah, that still gets replayed every Thanksgiving because it's just one of the greatest episodes ever.
One of the great Tender episodes was the one about the concert in Cincinnati. They had a rock concert at Riverfront Stadium.
It was the Who.
Yeah, that Who concert episode. That was so tender because
that was awesome.
That was the human side. Now, when they did the reboot, they had one where the station manager was McKelly Williamson. I can't pronounce his first name. Something similar happened to him, and the empathy there was so great. Yes. Oh, Nashville! This place brings back so many memories.
The reason I remember the Who episode and that concert that they had sponsored was because was it Andy or was it somebody else? I can't remember what happened. The band had agreed that the next person that walked through the door and said a particular word, they were going to throw out the window for no particular reason.
I couldn't remember. Oh gosh, I'll have to go back and watch that episode.
It was Andy or somebody else walks through the door. They're talking to him and he says the word, and the band members look at each other and say, "Well, that's it for him." And so they start. They grab him and they start taping him up. They're going to throw him out the window.
Might have been less.
And somebody else walks in and says, "What's going on?" And the band members look at him and said, "Oh, nothing."
If you ever go back and watch the episodes, Les Nessman, you notice he's got a Band-Aid on his head in the pilot?
He has a Band-Aid on in every episode somewhere.
Actually, the guy who played Andy tells the story about how that started. That was an accident. He'd accidentally hit his head on a light fixture before they started shooting the pilot.
Right.
And they just wrote it in as a joke every week.
Yeah, and then the Band-Aid stayed on Les.
Forever.
Every episode after that, yeah. Yeah, because he actually had an injury where he needed one, and then after that, they just kept it. And he does, though. If you'll watch carefully, he always has a Band-Aid on his finger, his hand, or somewhere. Yeah, that's a pretty cool shtick.